Toxic people don't wear warning labels. They blend and smile. Act normal. But their body betrays them every time. Before they manipulate. Before they lie. Before they show their true colors. Their nonverbal behavior leaks the truth. And if you know what to watch for, you can spot toxicity in the first 5 seconds, without them ever knowing you're reading them. The first sign is how they watch others in group settings. Toxic people don't participate naturally. They observe strategically. In conversations, their eyes aren't on the speaker. They're on the audience. Watching reactions, measuring responses, mapping social dynamics. They're not enjoying the moment. They're gathering intelligence. Notice where someone's attention goes during group interactions. Healthy people focus on whoever's speaking. They're present, engaged. But toxic people scan the room. They track who laughs, who looks uncomfortable, who holds power, who's vulnerable. Because toxic people see social situations as games, and games require understanding the board before making moves. This constant surveillance creates a specific energy. They seem present, but detached, like they're participating while simultaneously analyzing from outside. That split attention is your first clue. Normal social engagement is immersive. Toxic observation is calculating. The second sign is strategic touch. Toxic people use physical contact deliberately. A hand on your arm when making a point. A touch on your back when guiding you. A shoulder squeeze when offering sympathy. None of it feels quite natural. It's timed, placed, measured. Because toxic people understand that touch creates connection and they weaponize it. They're not touching you because they feel warmth. They're touching you to create the illusion of warmth, to manufacture intimacy faster than it should develop. And you can spot the difference. Natural touch is spontaneous. It flows with emotion. Toxic touch is controlled. It serves a purpose. Watch when someone touches you. Is it in response to a genuine emotional moment? Or is it timed to emphasize their point, to calm your objection, to create alliance? If it's the latter, you're being managed, not befriended. The third sign is selective memory performance. Watch what toxic people remember and what they conveniently forget. They remember every time they helped you, every favor, every sacrifice. They bring these up repeatedly, directly or through subtle reference, but they forget when you helped them, when you sacrificed, when you showed up. This selective memory isn't accidental. It's psychological inventory management. They keep a mental ledger of what they're owed, but erase what they owe. And you can see this pattern in how they reference the past. Their contributions are detailed, specific, vivid. Your contributions are vague, minimized, or absent. In conversation, listen for what gets remembered. If the narrative always positions them as giver and you as taker, that's not poor memory. That's manipulation. The fourth sign is false humility with buried superiority. Toxic people often present as humble, self-deprecating even. But watch closely. The humility is always followed by subtle superiority. They say, "I'm not that smart. I just work really hard implying." Others are lazy. The humility is a Trojan horse. It positions them as both relatable and morally superior. And you can spot this pattern in how they construct their self-narratives. True humility acknowledges limitations without comparison. Listen for the hidden comparison, for the unspoken but where they elevate themselves while appearing to lower themselves. The fifth sign is conversational hijacking disguised as relating. You share something. They immediately redirect to their similar experience. You're 3 sentences in, and suddenly the conversation is about them. They frame it as, "I totally understand because this happened to me." But watch the pattern. Do they ever bring the conversation back to you? Or does every topic become about them? Toxic people use relating as theft. Healthy people relate and then return focus to you. Toxic people relate and keep focus on themselves. The relating isn't connection. It's redirection. The sixth sign is how they respond to boundaries, even small ones. You say you need to leave in 10 minutes. Watch what happens. Do they respect it, or do they find ways to extend? Just one more thing. This will only take a second. Real quick before you go. Toxic people test boundaries constantly, especially early, because they're measuring flexibility, seeing how much you'll bend, and they do it with tiny requests that feel petty to refuse. But refusing isn't petty. It's data. It tells them you enforce boundaries. And toxic people avoid people who enforce boundaries. They need porous ones. So they test. The test happens non-verbally, more than verbally. They stand too close. They take too much of your time. They touch your belongings. Small invasions that gauge your response. Notice how someone interacts with your stated limits. If they push even slightly, consistently, that's assessment. The tone changes, the laugh changes, the opinions change. It's not normal social adjustment. It's complete personality replacement. Because toxic people don't have a core self they're expressing. They have a strategic self they're performing, and the performance changes based on audience. Healthy people are fundamentally consistent. Their energy might adjust slightly, but their core remains. Toxic people have no consistent core. Just masks, and those masks switch fast when the audience changes. Watch for sudden personality shifts when new people enter the space. All 7 signs point to the same thing. Calculation. Toxic people don't relate naturally. They calculate constantly. Every interaction is strategic. Every behavior serves a purpose. And that calculation shows up in their nonverbal behavior before it ever shows up in their words. The strategic observation, the managed touch, the selective memory, the false humility, the conversational theft, the boundary testing, the personality shifting. All of it reveals someone who's playing a game while you think you're having a relationship. And once you see these patterns, you can't unsee them. You'll spot toxic people within seconds. Not by what they say, by how they exist in space, how they position themselves, how they use their eyes, how they manage their presence. The body always tells the truth, even when the mouth is lying. Learn to read bodies, and you'll never be fooled by words again. Trust what you see more than what you hear. And when you see these 7 signs, create distance immediately. Because toxic people can't hide who they are. They can only hide from people who aren't watching closely enough. Watch closely and protect yourself before they ever get the chance to cause harm.